Gone live. We're live here. Where am I? How do I turn my camera around? There it is. You turn this spot. So we're just getting ready to go here. Hey, Matthijs.
You're filming?
We are. We just went live. So you finished your day up?
Yeah.
Have you still got some time to take us around? We'll do that in a second.
Do you have questions?
I do in a minute. We'll just get everyone online here, make sure everything's working.
What?
Cher, are you okay?
Yes.
Looks like it's working online.
Yes, all good here. I'll be answering the chats.
We get a sound check from somebody on the comments if we're sounding all right. So I'm just going to take you and show you all the progress. We've just flown into the Netherlands just yesterday. We're super excited to be coming to see the progress made on the new boat here in the shop. This is the mock-up. And the boat is down there ready to go. It's really coming along. So much has changed since we were here the last time, but we're going to get a tour around everything just in a minute here as we get. The workers are just finishing up in the Netherlands. It is 4 in the afternoon, so everyone is heading home after a big day of work on the boat. But I know it's only 10 in the morning in Canada and the United States, in Ontario. So we're all excited to give you a tour and a bit of a look around here. The workmen, a couple of them have volunteered to stay and show us what projects they're working on. So let's go and see if we can find Matthijs, and who will with everyone finishing up for the day. Well, say hello to everybody from the workshop in the Netherlands. Hey guys.
Hello. Hello.
You're too busy. Let's go and see Matthijs. He's doing the woodwork inside the hull. Matthijs, can you take us and show us what you've been up to?
Yeah, it's good. In the interior here?
Yeah, go on, lead the way and show us what you've been doing.
Well, since last time you guys were here, I made some couple of things in the interior. I made the bathroom here. It's all done. You have here the septic tank behind here. It's removable all the way when it's when you have some issues you can remove it. The wall, this one.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah? You have a little bench out here when it's
there's a bench
rough.
in the shower.
Yeah, when it's rough on the sea, you can sit. So that you
Yeah,
don't
you can
fall.
sit down when you're in the shower.
Yeah, yeah. We made a little stair here with the curved steps.
That's interesting. You were telling me about this a little bit. You said that there wasn't, the curved steps were they on the plan?
The curved steps we mostly do. Only the backs here, the back side of the steps, it's common to do it straight. But we liked it to do it curved also, because it fits nicely into the other design of the stairs.
It looks very beautiful.
Yeah, and the stairs finally we mounted on hinges out here. There will be a day tank, a diesel tank under here. And to reach the shutters and the valves, you can lift the stairs up and you can reach all the cranes. Yep.
Yeah, so you were showing me how you did this. How did you bend the plywood like it's curved in the top?
Yeah, we placed first we made the steps, then we placed the steps straight up on a working bench, and then we bent the plywood over the stairs, so we had the same rounding, the same
Yeah, it looks
curving.
beautiful.
Yeah,
Mahogany work you've been doing is really lovely.
yeah, it's nice wood. Yeah.
So I noticed that the boat's not very complete. Like you don't have the whole cabin here.
Yeah,
There's supposed to be a cabin there.
Yeah, that's
Didn't you start on that already?
it's a guest cabin, like 1 or 2 persons. I made it and I took it off because I was ready with it. I made the walls, I made the closet out here. The closet will have a washing machine in there.
Yeah.
And a little drawer under there. So that's taken off of the mock-up, it's taken apart, and it's ready to be built in the ship.
So that's already sitting around outside, so you sort of finish pieces here.
Yeah.
And then they move from here outside,
Yeah.
and then when you're ready to put them, when they're ready to let you to get
Yeah,
into
we mount it in the ship.
into
Yeah.
the ship.
We're now working on the base floor in the ship. And on the base floor is level, all the way level. We can take the center parts here, the hatches off, and this floor.
Yep.
You can see it here.
The floor down
yeah,
here is
that's-
gonna go into the base.
Yeah, that's the main, that's the heart of the ship, this one. And we have that placed in the ship, and then we can take the kitchen off. It will be the first section, this one, and place it in a hole in the ship. And then we take the next section, we go through here, and with the seating area, we take it apart, and then we mount it in the ship. Then we take this section, and so on, and so on, and so on.
Well, let's go and take a look in the ship, but maybe
Yeah.
you can just show us
I'll show you the floor.
the desk or the pieces that
Yeah.
you did. So you're ready to go. So that's so convenient to have the mock-up right beside the
Yeah,
ship
it's
itself.
perfect, yeah, yeah.
So there's the mock-up in the
When you want to
background.
know something, you can measure it out there and you can place it in the ship.
And then you go over to here.
Adjust it a bit.
Hey, Marco. Marco's got a winch already mounted. Look at that. Okay. On board.
Yeah, so I was just finishing my base floor like half an hour ago. I glued it onto the aluminum tanks. Everything is straight here. And over here will be the final floor that's lying in the mock-up.
Yeah, so that the floor, as soon as this dries in another hour or two,
Yeah.
so then tomorrow you can,
I can walk it
Start
and
putting
yeah,
it-
start
walk
doing
around
it.
and start putting
Yeah, I have to
floors
do
in.
here this piece. That will be the last piece of the base floor. This one is higher,
yeah.
and then I can start mounting the top floor. Yeah, and then I can start mounting the kitchen area over here.
So the advantage of this is that you've been able to build all this while they're still working, putting
Yeah,
the piping
yeah.
and the conduits in
Hey, you
behind.
can see they're doing still the cables and the piping.
Yeah.
And I can start, and I worked on the interior on the same time.
So when did you start working on the interior?
Yeah, well, half a year ago.
Half a year ago,
Yeah,
yeah. So
three
that's
quarters
an
of a year.
overlap.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's what it's done. It saved you half a
And
year.
they did the
total
same time mounting the whole the hoses
Yeah,
and the cables.
beautiful.
Yeah, and then isolating this, of course.
Yes, all the insulation
Yeah.
comes in too. So.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. We
Yeah.
really appreciate the update. The work again. Oh, and I didn't. We'll show maybe later, but
The
All your-
sword, yeah, you can walk
maybe
over
I'll
there.
walk carefully up here.
Yeah.
We'll get a quick look at the interior. So this used to be in the mock-up. So here's the first of your cabinetry all mounted inside the, in the real inside of the boat. It's a sunny day out there today. Just kidding, it's a light. There's a light overhead. Makes it nice to work in here though, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a nice light. New LED lighting is perfect.
You enjoy this kind of work? I mean, you're doing a little different work because you get to do some of your own design and
it's
changes.
a lot
to
more
it.
more thinking and being creative. Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun doing it this way.
Well, thank you very much for your help and thanks for staying a little late today to show us what's going on.
My pleasure.
I'm gonna carefully walk my way out of here. I'll come back and take a round of look in here later. All right, so next stop. Well, thank you, Matthijs, and
Yeah.
have a good
Thank
good
you too. Have a nice evening.
Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
The next stop is our master interior craftsman here, Jouke.
Hi.
Hello, Jouke.
Hi.
What have you got to show us today? You've been doing a bunch of projects, I think, but this is just...
Well, yeah. Always busy, Paul. So this is the Lewmar roller shade we're going to install in the ceiling. And just because there is a gap between the escape hatch and the roller shade itself, we have to fill it up with a framework like this.
So that'll hold it off from down from the hatch in the top of the deck.
That's right.
Space them apart.
That's right. So you got the hatch in the top of the deck, and then I can show you.
Yeah, great, thank you.
So this is how we're going to mount it in the ship itself.
Oh, this is funny, we're inside the mock-up again. I
That's
haven't
right.
seen anything on the ceiling.
Oh well.
Oh yes, this is the Lewmar, so it's got screens for mosquitoes and insects.
That's right.
Or if it's too light and you want it to be darker.
You want it to be shaded, you can close it like that.
Yeah.
So this is the part of the ceiling. This is how it's going to look like.
So this is just a chance to test it out to make sure you've got it.
just to make sure that I got it right.
Yeah. Yeah, I see. So then that'll go up. So the hatch itself sits on top of this part.
That's right. Yeah.
The
Yeah.
hatch goes up there. Beautiful.
Thank you.
So in general, can you mention anything in here that's, how's it all been going? And
Well, I've been on different projects. Matthijs and the other Jouke is busy with the carpeting.
yeah,
We have been busy in here. Last time I didn't know you seen it like that.
no,
And Matthijs is busy there in the after
the
cabin.
aft cabin.
Yeah. To put everything in.
So then you take them out of here and then they'll go assembled into
Yeah,
the.
yeah.
So can you show us a couple of the pieces, what they're working on out there?
The next time, the next job I'm busy with is completing the ceiling inside. So we take out this part and we put it in the ship itself. So we got the base floor. We take our base floor out, put it in the ship, and we put the benches and the kitchen. We mount it in the ship itself. And after that, when that's finished,
So the whole kitchen is pretty much done. It's just having the drawers finished
that's
up now.
right.
Drawers.
That's right. But you have to be very accurate to place the floors.
Everything, because everything is sitting on top of the floors.
Everything has to be level, and it's most important to get the lines straight in the ship itself.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
so Matthijs was just showing us how he had put in the plywood and leveled it
that's right.
off, so it's absolutely perfect.
That's right. on
And then
top
this
of
should
that-
all fit.
And on top of that, we mount this these bars, so we can build it up.
Yeah. And then these are the removable hatches.
That's right.
down there.
That's right.
Okay,
Fantastic.
great.
So that's what we're trying to finish.
You're doing a beautiful job. You guys,
Well,
you got a
thank you.
great team working here.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
No problem, Paul.
And thanks for
Anytime.
staying late. I know it's after, it's 4:30 now, is it? Hello, Ronald.
Hello.
You guys probably remember Ronald from the last time when he took us around and showed us around the boat. So,
You make me famous.
well, we appreciate the work you guys have done, and I was wondering if you could just sort of show us around a little bit in the boat itself.
Yeah.
See you, Paul.
Yeah, see you tomorrow.
Hi, Jouke.
Yes, of course. First go on deck or first inside? What you want?
Oh, we can go out on deck.
Yeah.
It looks so amazing to see it really looking like a boat. And there's people down there?
Yes?
There's somebody in there?
Yeah? You can see.
Oh, there is somebody still
He don't
working.
has a pillow. He's
Doesn't have a pillow. Well, I'll come up on deck. Let him work away. He wants to stay and work so late.
At the moment we are working on the deck here. I'm making the blocks for the main sheets, and we just aligned the winches for the genoa sheet.
So there's the winches finding a space.
We have to
Yeah.
align it for the electric motor who comes underneath.
So the main
what
sheet
we
blocks
like.
there.
Yeah.
We got some railings on now.
Yeah, get the railings on. We're starting with the hatches. We're making guards for the ventilation.
The door aid
For
vents
the right fence, yeah.
will go under there, so that's pretty much finished, and half the hatches are done.
Yeah. So there will be an extra deck eye for the storm jib.
The storm jib attached there.
Yeah.
The bow locker is nearly finished.
The bow locker is finished. We have only to bring the
The windlass has to be
yeah,
set
the
up
windlass
there.
have it settled, yeah, and then of course they make the rolls inside
The rollers for the
bowsprit.
bowsprit.
Yeah, so you can have the anchor on, and then we make a stainless inside anchor locker with its own drain overboard, and just only the water from deck who comes in has an own small bilge pump, so this area stays dry as well.
Yeah.
And you'll see it is a very big, deep area at the moment.
Yes, it is.
And you can
Is there going to be a
store-
floor on top of that, or is
We're
there?
making a like kind of floor of it, and we make also stairs downstairs that it's easy to come up and down.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, so looking at her from up here, she really starts to look like a yacht now.
Yeah, you can see it.
Yeah.
I like the painted deck. It's very nice to see.
She looks beautiful.
She is beautiful.
Oh, even some deck hardware. Yeah, we were talking about the Genoa cars today.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We have all aligned already before we start mounting it.
This is an adjustable to pull the Genoa car forward.
That's correct. Yeah.
So this little area was set for that.
Yeah.
That's all working out.
Yeah. So then we can mount the tracks later.
And then some more hatches to go on.
Yeah. There
Oh,
are
yeah.
2 more hatches in the big hatches, so you can see from inside to your sails.
Those 2 there.
Yeah.
And then 2 small
And
ones.
2 smaller ones, just for extra ventilation. All the windows will be in Genoa, but they are all thermic glaze, so gives a good isolation as well.
Yeah, so they're thermal double pane, so
Yeah.
there's 2 panes of glass will go in the
Correct, yeah,
windows.
Yeah, yeah. The total size of the glass is about 2.5 centimeters.
So 1 inch, roughly an inch
Yeah,
thick.
yeah.
There's still somebody down there working in that aft locker.
Yeah. Daniel is making all the Victron parts underneath. We can look later on it. And here's again we have a big open locker and a lot of space for storage.
Yeah, this is a nice big aft locker.
Yeah.
And it's nice that you did the painting in it, because I've seen some boats where they just leave bare aluminum.
Yeah, if you, I like to paint it because you can much easier clean it. Also in the bilges inside.
Yeah.
It is of course for aluminium it is not necessary, but it is much easier to clean, and also you got no smell when the boat's over.
Yeah.
Now you can see he's sleeping.
He's not sleeping. He's just working very
No,
quick. He's
no.
not, he doesn't, thank goodness he doesn't have an air hammer or something like that. Normally the gang plays loud music and keep everybody all energized, and I've asked them to turn it off for this season.
Here you can see the cable ducts they have made. We try to make it all so organized as possible.
So these are the cable ducts,
Yeah.
cable channels.
Yeah. Every cable has its own number. First we make an engineering, and then we make on the computer the plans, and then every cable has its own number, and will be luster clamps, and every clamp has its own numbers again. So later on you can easily find out which cable is for what.
And then they're all going through nice conduits.
Yeah, so this is also easy to put an extra cable in.
But there's lots of, there's room there, like
Yeah,
for this
yeah,
one, where that one has room for the extra cables. These two are full already. And other wires could be put on, but all nice and organized.
Yeah.
And then there's just a little extra cable under each, at the end of each one, where it comes out. Because this is a big part, a big junction area under here, I guess.
You can see now good the insulation foam. There was already a film on YouTube where you see that they spray it on. It's about 6 centimeters thick, so it's given good insulation. And also when we're talking now, you find out there's another noise than before.
Yeah, it's quieter in here, isn't
It's
it?
quieter
We were
in here.
talking the
Yeah,
last time,
yeah,
that now it doesn't echo around anymore.
That's correct, yeah. But
And most of the installations now are installations. In behind here are finished.
yeah, correct, yeah.
So like there's a, that looks like a tube that's going along.
Yeah, the tube is over, and then here you have to make it over again, and then you know that there is the, when you want to make an extra cable inside to the aft, you can do it from here.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So it's the wastewater tank for the toilet aft.
So this is the plan that they've been working away on interior, things like tanking, cabling, conduits,
Yeah.
piping and everything.
Yeah, everything what is in the bill is already there. It's already finished.
So there's water, main
This
water
is,
pumps.
yeah, water pumps, fuel pumps, and also we have pipes for the hand pump in the galley. So that's all there. Yeah. They glued on now the floor. I think the woodworker told, and later the finishing floor where the interior is on drone will be on the top of this, and then the interior will come on top of it. Yeah, it goes quite fast. First thing is a lot of work to make it all flat and good for the floor, and then when we at the time we can put the interior on, that goes very fast because already all made in the mockup.
Yeah, like Matthijs was showing us in the front
Yeah,
part has already been done.
yeah. So this goes easy.
Yeah, so the front was already been shown.
Yeah. Here we're standing on the fuel tanks. There are the water tanks. The water tanks are inside coated. It's a special coat for fresh water tanks. So and the fuel tanks they don't need coat. All the tanks are pressurized, so we are sure they are not leaking. You can see the bilge pumps in here. We have 2 bilge pumps and an extra bilge pump in the engine compartment. You can see here. Underneath. There is the Lewmar engine.
The engine's installed, isn't that exciting? It's not finished, but it's the engine itself is mounted and it fits in okay.
Yeah. Well, what we now have to do is make the hybrid system afterward, and the clutch, so we can use the hybrid system to
Oh, I
generate.
see this is the plywood too, sorry.
Yeah. This is a plywood with in between. It's rubber, so that's for the noise.
So
If
this
you
is
feel
sound
it, it's
isolated.
quite
It's very heavy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's heavy.
It's, oh my gosh, it's
Yeah.
like 3 times as much, like 4 sheets of plywood.
Yeah, correct. So that gives them lots of takes the noise away. Yep.
Fantastic. Well, that's great. Thank you very much for the update. Should we do some questions? Let's go and see
Yeah,
what,
of course, yeah, we can do.
what Cheryl has
Yeah.
for, or did you have more stuff to show down here? How are you doing?
Good. Yes.
Thank you, HP.
I think it is nice. We filmed the Victron part as well. underneath.
Oh, yeah, oh, I meant, that's right, so you were down in there.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll see if I can make my way down here without dropping the camera. Ronald, could you pass me the camera for a second?
Yeah. Now it is deep without stairs, but we will make it easier for you to come in and out. I think this is Paul's bedroom when he have problems with the shower. Here you have him.
Oh. All right. So we're inside looking at, let me turn the camera backwards. There we go. Again, some more beautiful wiring, all nicely done up. This is what the Victron stuff is looking like, all laid out. And the wires coming up to that. Did I turn the light off? I think I did that myself. Sorry about that. Temporary power fail. My mistake. Yeah, so there's the big charge inverter. And then the 48 volt bus is already done. Beautiful wiring work going on. And then forward through the machinery space, you can see the back of the engine. And the hybrid goes in there. So that'll be on the next tour when we do one. I'll pass this camera back up again.
Of course, because we have a hybrid system on 48 volts. We have on this boat, we have a system of 48 volts, 24 volts, 12 volts, and 230 volts. Also, we can make the boats when they are for the US market, we can make them 110 volts as well.
Yes, of course. Yeah, you offered us that.
Yeah.
We've used the 230 in the past. So. Well, that's great. And I see the rudder looks like the rudder's in too.
Yeah.
This is the top of the. There's the top of the rudder bearing on the two rudder, two larger rudders. Well, fantastic. Well, let's see if we got some questions. Cher, are you answering questions there? Do you have anything?
Yeah.
You're on camera.
I will answer here and there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, there's a question about the fire safety of the installation. There's standards for the European.
There's not really a fire redundancy on the insulation. So when it is becoming fire on it, it will burn. So when you start welding on it, or something like that, you take the foam away and then you can weld. When you want to have it also good for fire, you have to be, we call it stone wool on this, but there is a special insulation for it, and that has a fire protection as well. For my feeling on a yacht, there is so much wood on board and anything, so there will be fire, the wood will burn as well, so it is not really necessary. On the bigger boats, when you have more compartments, they will do it because you can make the fire in one compartment, or leave it in one compartment and save for the rest. In boats until 18-20 meters, it's not really necessary. Not very useful to use it, and I think then this insulation is much better than using blankets and or things like that, because it is totally closed. You are 100% sure there is no condensation, and it gives much better isolation than the
Better
other boats.
insulation than the other methods.
Yeah, and also the fitting of the solid insulation is very time consuming and therefore expensive, and you get the leaks around the edge.
That's correct.
is our
This
thought,
insulation they spray in about say 4 to 6 hours. One morning or long morning they spray in, and when they do the other ones, it will take about 2 weeks.
Right, yeah,
This is a big of difference.
right, and probably more than one person
Correct,
doing
yeah,
it
yeah,
too.
correct, yeah.
Good,
Great.
okay. Question about the hybrid propulsion, how that works?
Yeah, the hybrid, I guess we're gonna do another section on that another day when we can show everything.
Yeah, it's much better. The idea of the hybrid is that we have possible electric propulsion, and we can regenerate power. And the way we can regenerate power during the sail,
Yeah.
hopefully we calculate that it must be enough leave the prop turning and charge over the electric engine for about 8 to 12 hours a day, and will be enough for your total consumption a day.
Yeah, and that even includes running the galley and instruments.
That's correct, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So that means you can cross the ocean without using any generator, fuel generator. You can do it all.
But then
Of
if
course,
we do
have
need to,
also the solar panels on the arch.
yes,
Yeah.
so hopefully if it's sunny, so if it's sunny and we got some wind, we're good to go.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And if it isn't sunny and there isn't any wind, then we can use the electric hybrid drive as a generator.
That's correct. Yeah. And when
So
you
even
are
if
in
we
the
were
harbor,
sailing,
so,
we could
yeah.
just leave it
Yeah.
idling or for an
Yeah,
anchor.
yeah,
So-
correct. Yeah.
But we'll do that, we've got more to show on that. We'll get that into video too.
Lots of comments about how beautiful the wiring is.
All right.
And how, and,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
is it labeled? Yes.
Yeah,
I
it's
could
labeled,
tell
yeah.
them that yes, it was, because I
Yeah,
asked that
yeah,
too.
yeah, yeah.
Because when you see it all together, it looks
Yeah.
like so much, but every wire and cable has a number on it,
Yeah.
and that will go to our electrical panel.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, this later on it's quite easy to. Now you have a lot of bunch of cables and you see everything, but later it is quite easy to follow how it is made and which cable is where and where it is needs for. It is quite easy to find out. Yeah.
Oh, that's
That's
great.
great.
And someone also asked, is there going to be space or an extra conduit so as we add projects while we're cruising?
Yeah, yeah. We already showed it on board. There are some pipes that have more place where you can put cables through, and so there are possibilities to make extra cables through the boat.
Right. And what if we need to replace something or get at something? Is it difficult to remove the foam, or are there access panels for some
Now
things?
they're all important parts. We have access panels, so you can always come behind the interior parts and come to connections and anything like that. Of course, for the cabling is that not very necessary. Only where the cables are connected you need to go. But if in the middle of the cable, it is not very interesting. And it's the same as the water hoses and pipes and anything. Everywhere where there is a connection, it is possible to reach. So we make every locker has the possibility to go through, and you go in the aft or going down. There is a lot of places you can go. Yeah.
Well, I understand your background is in equipment installation, and so it's very important to you and your brothers that every piece of equipment and wiring on the boat is accessible, because they have lots of experience, as we do, with
Of course, we started like an
boats that you can't reach these.
yacht installation company. The first we are over 30 years now, but the first 9 years we did only yacht installations for different yachts, but also for people who were building their own boat. So I had a lot of experience in different boats and different materials. We make aluminium boats, steel boats, wooden boats, polyester boats, all different boats we did make the installations in. So we got a lot of experience, and that's why when we started to build our own series of yachts, it was for us very important that everything is good to reach. My opinion is always when the equipment, you can come easy to your equipment, you will maintain it. If it is somewhere behind and so you don't see it, you just see when
You
it is
just
broken.
leave it.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, that was definitely a selling point for us, because we appreciate that very much with this boat. And it's just so exciting for us to see everything progressing so well and so beautifully. I'm just going to take another
I was going to say
But-
one question I know we have had in there is when's the boat going to be ready? I bet you knew that question was coming too.
Yeah, of course. The planning is that we will be in the water at the end of February or the beginning of March, something there. At the moment, it looks that's very good to do. Yeah,
That's great.
yeah,
Well, it seems to us like so much has progressed so quickly.
yeah.
Just looking back at the boat, she really obviously can't go in the water right now, but so much has changed just in the 2 months. And then the whole interior already exists over here, so.
Did you take a look at some of the beautiful pieces over there?
No, we should take a look. Let's go.
Yeah,
Let's
the
walk
nav
over and just take a look at the
station.
nav station because there's parts that are already been created and then they've been finished inside the mock-up over here. And now we're looking at the little. This is a little queue of parts that are waiting to be installed that have already been created. So here's the nav station. And this is all part of it down the side here. So this is all one single part. And there's the nav station desk. Again, some fantastic mahogany work. All these corners and beautiful work. And this whole thing, now this will fit in, right?
Yeah,
This
I'm
will go
sure.
through. Sometimes these just look a little bit big.
No,
But it's quite a big opening, isn't it?
Yeah, quite a big opening. Yeah, that fits in. And the big advantage of this, we have now this ready, but you see in the front cabin, the most parts of the front cabin were in 3 days it was mounted. So the first important thing is prepare the floors, so what they are doing at the moment. And if that is ready, then it is quite easy to bring the interior inside. And it goes quite fast because, yeah, it is all big compartments. And
So it's just a little bit of checking around the back to make sure that the one corner might come against the hull or something. Might need a bit of fitting.
Somewhere we have places we have to make a little bit extra, so we are sure that everything will be connected inside of the boat. Yeah.
So these are all little blocks. This is the, let me see if I remember this. This is the pilot cabin.
This is the
pilot
pilot cabin
berth.
and aft, yeah, and this is the locker where the washing machine comes in.
So the washing machine will go in there. And then this is a heating, this is a heating duct. It doesn't belong in here. It's just sitting here for.
You can put it up. Here the convector will be in. Yeah.
So the heating radiator would,
Yeah.
hot water comes into here and then it's just a convector. It doesn't have a fan.
No fan. Oh, there's no noise at all. And if it is like that, the cold air comes in here, the warm air goes out of there, and that will be heat your interior.
So this is the Webasto system where there's a little furnace in the back locker.
Correct, yeah.
And then hot water goes in very small tubes around the boat.
It's correct, yeah. There are only 15 millimeters outside.
Yeah, our last boat we had big hoses like this full of hot air
Yeah.
that went through the boat.
But with the warm water heater, it's much easier to heat all the different compartments, because when you have airstream, you're losing on the end of the pipe, you're losing a lot of pressure.
Yeah, so this is the pilot cabin, then there's the forward cabin is here too. There's the bunk and the keel box, another glorious piece of mahogany woodwork there. Look at all that, it's fantastic.
Also, in one set is the for the mast. For the
Yes,
mast.
the mast stands.
Yeah.
The mast is standing inside here.
No, up. The mast standing on deck.
Yeah.
Supposed of the mast is underneath there. Yeah.
Well, this is fantastic. The work is looking beautiful. Everything around here, most of the things around here you see are destined for the boat. So this teak, this gorgeous bit of teak, that's for the lower
For
platform.
the entrance, yeah.
But that's the entrance where you come down and stand into the boat.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. So that's already finished, and all this electrical boxes and everything. There we go. Well, thank you very much for the tour around. I think, Sharon, unless you have any other. Thank you everyone for coming to take an update on the boat. It's the end of the workday here.
On insulation, but I think we can do a video about that and cover them all. Just about, how much how it affects the temperature on the boat, water leakage and so on. So we'll do a bit more on that because it seems to be a popular topic to ask questions about.
Okay.
We'll get the answers for you.
Maybe we'll try to
on that.
film a little piece looking just at insulation.
Yeah, and maybe talk about what we've done on other boats too.
Yeah.
So,
That's
yeah.
great.
Yeah, but all in all, everyone seems to be enjoying seeing the progress and are impressed with what's going on here, as we are.
We've been impressed too, and we'll update you as soon as we can on any future. We get future updates. You can send us some more because we fly back in a couple of days.
Yeah.
And you can send us some more of those nice videos. So.
Okay,
Thanks,
everybody,
everybody.
thank you very much. We so appreciate those of you that could attend live, especially those that got up so early in the morning to do it with the time zone differences.
Yeah.
And if you're watching the recording, we hope that you find some information, and feel free to send us emails, comments, and we'll try and find the answers to your questions. Take
Thanks,
care.
everybody. Ciao.
Bye.
All right.